Hello and welcome. In today's movement sequence, I'm taking you through specific hip flexor mobility drills. If you're feeling just like really tight and kind of locked down in the front here, follow this flow. It feels fantastic. It doesn't take very long, but you'll be activating the hip flexors and then helping to kind of reset that area before you start your workout. All right, let's go ahead and begin. When your hip flexors are tight and shortened, it changes your pelvic position. What I want you to do here is come onto the floor face down, and I want you to take this active stretch of your hip flexors with me. Lay down on your stomach. Go ahead and support your head with one of your arms here. Then we're going to grab your foot with the other hand. First thing first, push your hip into the ground here. I want you to feel that stretch to the front of your thigh all the way up to your pelvis. Holding here for 3 to 5 breaths, pushing down with the hip. Then what you're going to do is kick the foot into the hand. Notice my knee rises off the ground. Hold here for 3 to 5 breaths. Feel all that opposition through the front as you push the foot into the hand. Then slowly release, bring the arm to the side. I want you to use your hamstrings and use that glute muscle to keep that leg off the ground. Try to activate the posterior chain. Go ahead and rebend here, push the hip into the ground, and repeat. From there, pushing up into that hand, holding that position. Knees lifted, trying to activate your hamstring and your glute, stretching the front of your thigh. Releasing the hand down, keeping that leg active. There's the glute and hamstring firing. Hold that position, your hip is down. Go ahead and grab the foot and lower back to the body. Very nice. Let's go ahead and repeat on the other side. Let's grab the other foot. Remember, your hips are still pushing actively into the ground here, feeling the front of that thigh. Have a good amount of tension through the front. From there, kicking the foot into the hand, go ahead and elevate that knee off of the ground. Feeling more stretch through the front and more activation through the hamstring and glute. From that position, go ahead and release the hand, but keep the leg active, kicking into the air, using your hamstring and your glute here. Then regrip and lower down, pushing the hip into the ground. Let's go ahead and repeat one more time on this side, holding the foot, stretching the front here, feeling those hips push into the ground, and then kicking into that hand, remaining active through that leg. Use your hamstring, use your glute. Then carefully release the hand, hold where you are. Try to hover that knee in the air. Use the back chain to hold it. Regrip and pull back in towards your body. Nice work. Next up, we're going to perform a rocking prep exercise, which helps stretch out the hip flexors and then provide some activation through the back chain. Grabbing both feet here, lifting up through the chest, through the toes, hover those knees. Feel the stretch all the way through the front here. Stay active in the back chain. From that position, you're going to release the arms, reach them out to the side, but hold the legs. Use the hamstrings and the glutes, the back extensors. Then go ahead and regrip those feet and lower back down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Grabbing both feet here, I want you to push those feet into your hands. You're going to think about toes towards the ceiling. Stay active through the back chain, stretching out the front as well as your deep hip flexor muscle, your psoas. Holding the body in rocking prep for 3, 2, 1. Releasing those arms by the side. I want you to hold that activity. Keep those legs up for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and regrip. Hold on to those legs and then lower back down. Nice work. Let's go ahead and release and press back into a rest position here. Releasing the spine, lengthening through the arms. Next up, we're going to come forward into a variation of a low lunge. So notice where I bring my leg. From a half kneeling position, I draw my left foot forward, but I take it to the side. The knee is pointing away from me as well as the toes, but my hips are still facing forward. Tuck the pelvis. Begin to lean forward here, feeling a very deep hip flexor stretch. Now, with your arms supporting you, try to squeeze that rear glute. You can tuck your toes under for support. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths. From that point, push back. Now, take that into a half kneeling parallel stance. Toe and knee point forward, tuck your hips. From there, reaching that right arm up to the sky. Palm reaches, rotate and lean. So the rotation really does make a huge difference for focusing on those deep hip flexor muscles. Toes in the back are tucked under for support. You can hold there for 3 to 5 breaths. Nice work. Let's go ahead and switch our sides. All right, coming back into that low lunge where I've got my knee and my foot facing the side, but my hips are still pointing forward. Tucking there, squeezing that rear glute, hands to the floor for support. And then from that position, tuck your little toes under and hold. Try to hold here for 3 to 5 breaths, using the support of your body and keeping your alignment. Breathing and holding. Nice. Coming back, let's make that parallel stance for the half kneeling. Tucking pelvis, reaching the arm actively, palm towards the ceiling, and then rotating towards that bent knee. You are also going to feel this stretch all the way up the side of the rib cage, through the arm to the hand on that side. Holding here for 3 to 5 breaths. Excellent. We're going to take that same concept of the split stance with rotation into a lizard with rotation. So what I want you to do is start with one leg forward here. We're going to bring it forward just like you would parallel. Tuck your back toes under. Now, watch my arm. I'm going to go ahead and draw my inside arm up to the sky here. I'm still really actively pressing through my back heel. And then I'm going to come back down with that same arm, connect with the ground. We'll do this 3 times each side. You're going to inhale, extend the arm, keep weight through that front leg as well. And then exhale, draw the arm back down. Let's do one more here. Active through the back leg, extending the arm. And then lower the arm back down to the ground. Nice work. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Drawing the opposite leg forward, tucking the back toes under, squaring off the shoulders. Inhale, reaching the inside arm up, and then exhale, drawing it back down to the floor. Just keep in mind, you want to keep that rear leg active. Your glute is active, your hamstring is active as you create that trunk rotation. That's going to help open up your deep hip flexor muscles. We'll do one more here. Inhale to reach, and then exhale to lower back down. Nice job. Go ahead and lower to the floor. And when you're ready, come on up to standing. Nice work. Now remember, you can go ahead and practice the same sequence 3 to 5 times in a row just to add more of that awareness, mobility, and flexibility to your hip flexor region. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.